What's going on, guys? My name is Yellow S2K, and this is just some gameplay from a race that I had on Reflex that was a little bit of a throwaway, but some good battles. I just don't come out with the win. Spoiler. But anyway, this video is all about MX vs. ATV Supercross, and I actually got to play the game. I was actually the first person to play the game outside of the studio, which is pretty exciting, and I kind of fell into it. I was at Verb's Meta kind of like launch party in Denver after Thunder Valley, and I got to play it. I was there a little early and was able to play the game all by myself and talk to the team for a little while. Three guys from the team. They were all really good guys, and they all are really passionate about this. So it was really cool to just talk to them, chat with them about things I liked and didn't like, and it was just great. It was really fun. But I want to tell you guys a little bit about the game. I know E3 is going on right now, so I'm a little late, but I was actually able to play this Saturday night, the Saturday before E3. So I figured I'd let you guys know a little bit about my first-hand experience. The game is more like Alive than Reflex, which we all kind of thought that's how it was going to be, but it is improved compared to Alive. They basically told me that Alive, the mechanic, or the leaning mechanic from Alive, was never designed correctly like it is here in Reflex. If you really leaned with that right stick to lean your body in, it wasn't actually leaning, it just made you turn sharper. So they fixed that, and you can feel it in the game. You actually lean, and it's doing a solid lean like you would here in Reflex, and that's huge. That's a huge part of the gameplay that was missing there in Alive. But it is still stiff compared to Reflex. You know, right there, look at that sick scrub right there. You're not going to be pulling stuff like that off yet, at least in Supercross. They're still working on the scrub mechanic and the whip mechanic, so it's all very stiff in the air, but that's fine, you know. But it is just, as far as the turning and whatnot, it feels more like Alive, but a little bit, I don't know, not quite as constrained. So that's nice. You can move a little bit more organically than you can with Alive, and that's huge. That was one of my big nitpicks. But be prepared. It is a little sticky, but in kind of a good way. I think there's gonna be a lot of fun. But the clutch mechanic actually is huge in this, kind of like it was in Alive, but maybe even more so. So right now you go clutch in, gas, let it out, and it'll give you a boost. And same thing with mid-corner. If you let that clutch out, it'll give you a boost. And it can actually save your ass a lot of the times, which is nice. But the tracks are hard enough to where you really have to be hitting those landings perfectly. And it's going to be challenging, so that's good. It's not just going to be a piece of cake, haul around, kind of like MXGP in a way. But anyway, so that's some of the main stuff there. The tracks are a little bit, they're pretty big, but they said there were some some ones that were more technical and whatnot that are kind of in development or finished, but not in the demo kind of thing. So that's good. They were a little bit more wide open, definitely a good bit more wide open than this track. But they were cool. They were cool tracks. They were beautiful. The graphics are fantastic. Nothing to worry about there. But so the main thing is just that it is a little stiff, kind of like what you would think. But I think it's really going to turn out to be a really good game. I even talked to them about customization, not just in-game customization, but custom tracks and whatnot. And they're kind of figuring out what they need to do because there's some legal stuff they got to, you know, it's a little tricky, you know. But they're actually going to try to see what they can do as far as making it possible for users to create content down the road and whatnot. And DLC, they're saying people want tracks. So that's a huge one. So they're going to keep releasing tracks and whatnot. So that's the big stuff, guys. Gameplay, it's going to be a good game. It's going to be different than Reflex. Reflex will still be a game to play, but MX vs. ATV Supercross is good, and the MX vs. ATV guys are pretty cool. So look forward to that. Thanks for watching. Peace.